We are now into spring training, and Oakland A's fans are going to be asked to support a team that they don't know whether the league or the team is supporting them back. I talked about this last week, but I wanted to go back into it because I think the wound is really raw in the Bay Area, as well it should be. And I got a lot of feedback about my thoughts the other day, so I wanted to discuss them again. Manfred says A's owner John Fisher has focused on Vegas as of late as a new home. Manfred isn't closing the door on the team remaining in Oakland, saying, quote, I think Mr. Fisher wants to make the best deal to secure the future of the A's, whether in Oakland or Vegas. They need a new stadium. I think that's kind of beyond debate. And of course it is. Coliseum's woefully outdated, obviously falling apart. It's not a great baseball experience. It wasn't a great football experience besides the characters that showed up, but everybody deserved a brand new building. Team, fans, etc. But the Howard Terminal proposal has stalled because of money and concerns about affordable housing in the area, and it has always been very difficult to build stadiums, build ballparks in the state of California. But what I heard from Rob Manfred and what I hear from the A's is this kind of half-hearted, oh, yeah, well, we want to do what's right by Oakland, when I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Because if you really cared about the fans of Oakland who have supported this team, this franchise through ups and many, many downs with very little reward, then you would not even bring up Las Vegas. You wouldn't even bring it up. And this reminds me last year of around this time when the Reds had this same problem. And the Reds president, Phil Castellini, was the guy belly aching about inequity in baseball and we might have to move and the Reds fans will be lucky if we stay and they should know that they're lucky to have us. And I am so offended by that line of talk that, oh, the fact that we're even here, you should kiss our boots. Kiss the ground we walk on because you should be so lucky. As though this isn't a two-way street. As though the reason that they're so wealthy isn't because of the very fans that supported them. As though their power and influence doesn't exist because of a city, of a fan base, of a nation, of television customers, of paying ticket holders that have lined their pockets for years. Yeah, they don't view us as them. But every time they go into a television negotiation, which will give them more tens of millions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars, the reminder is the TV networks pay that because we watch. And we buy those hamburgers and buy those cars and spend money on those commercials, those products that are featured. We watch those damn movies. We spend the money. That's why they're rich. And the fact that these owners, and Manfred by extension, can ignore that and simply have their eyes on the more, the new, is offensive. I realize that there are problems with the government aspect of this in the Bay Area and trying to get this thing done. There's no doubt there's responsibility there. But there is a tact that sports owners and commissioners often lack. Tact. There's a certain way to address the people, that are going to lose something or at risk of losing something. And that is not, we're just worried about the new guy. Okay? Back off. You're lucky we're even here. It is so offensive. And for A's fans that have seen the Warriors leave for San Francisco and the Raiders leave for Las Vegas, to have this thing happening again, can you have a little empathy, Rob Manfred? A little bit? And here's an idea. If you were Rob Manfred and you cared about Oakland and you were the owners and you cared about the Bay Area, what you could say is, nah, you can't move the team, but you can sell the team. There's about 15 billionaire tech bros that are waiting to own a sports team about 15 miles away. Pick one of them. We'll vet them. You let us know who you're interested in selling to, and we can do it that way. Instead, lights, the Strip. Vegas is sexy. What happened to loyalty? You ask fans to be loyal all the time. Where does it come back to the fans? When does it come back to the fans? And even if it's not going to come back to the fans, can you fake it? Fake the orgasm. Fake it. I mean, please. The fact that you can spit in the face of Oakland fans and say, well, we're interested in Vegas right now. I mean, honestly, steal my wallet, kill my dog as well. What are you doing? It's so offensive. It lacks all empathy. It lacks all tone. It lacks everything. There are so many better ways to handle this if you're baseball. Instead of turning your back on a city that has had 2 teams leave already and has gone to a decrepit box that's decaying and still watched baseball.